Christina. How are you doing this morning?
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Glad to hear you're doing well. Um, all right. So this is our fourth session, and I know that you and I have been discussing your kind of ambivalence towards your marriage with Mike, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, first let's see how things have been going the past week. What's been going on? Well, how's it been going? How about let's start there.
This week has been a little bit better.
Okay.
I took your advice and I started to try and change my reactions to him. Kind of trying to get some of that emotion under control. I didn't have a completely successful week, but I realized that changing my reactions have kind of changed things for the better a little bit. So
Right.
your advice is helping
Okay.
for sure.
Well, that's good to hear that you feel like you're making improvements with the relationship. And I'm glad that some of the things that we've been discussing here, you've been able to apply with the relationship. I know that last week we had been discussing a goal for you, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And I have written down here that you said that you wanted to have an open and honest conversation with Mike, right? About how you were feeling. How'd that go? Explain that to me.
Well, it actually went surprisingly well.
Good.
I think he was surprised that I wanted to have kind of a calm and collected conversation with him, but he responded well.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah. Actually, I was actually really surprised that he said that he wants to do kind of a date night thing.
Wow.
I thought that was a pretty good suggestion. I mean, we'll see. I don't know if he's going to follow through on it, but
Okay.
you know.
All right. Well, the date night sounds like a really good idea, and that's really great that he came up with that.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys haven't implemented the date night yet.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Okay. Well, let's make that. Do you want to make that maybe a goal for you guys together to work on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that would be a good place to start for sure.
That would be a really good place to start. I'm glad that you agree with that. What I also think would be really good for you would be to potentially get a journal, or just get something somewhere, maybe on your iPad, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I want you to start just kind of writing down some of your emotions when
There's a lot of them.
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea though.
Yeah. Okay. Just kind of write down anything that goes through your mind when you guys either have an open conversation with that goal that you guys have been working on, and when you have a date night too.
Okay.
How does that
So
sound?
you want me to just like write them down and bring them in here, or just?
Yes, I think
Okay.
that would be great. I think that if anything occurs within this week, which I hope it does, that bring it in next week and we can talk about those emotions. We can keep kind of trekking through that.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. So you want me to like write down my emotions, not like what happened on the date or anything?
Yeah, I mean anything relevant, but
Okay,
definitely
okay.
we want to focus on your emotions.
Okay.
Yes, I think that would be really great.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, good. Let's see. Do you guys have, do you have any special dates that you think that would be fun or interesting?
I don't know. It would honestly just kind of be nice to have an adult dinner, like
Yeah.
without the kids and without the pressures and just kind of
Have some wine.
yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't mind that at all. Just having an adult dinner would be a good place to start.
Okay. Okay. Well, good. That's something we can definitely work on, and then see how you react to that once it happens. I guess maybe, and we'll definitely do our best to make that happen. Okay. All right. So I know last week. Is it okay if we switch topic a little bit? Is that
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. I know last week you had brought up the topic of when you and Mike get in an argument that you sometimes act aggressively, right? Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. All right. How's that been going for you?
Well, actually, when it happens, I know that it's wrong. I'm not under the illusion that it's not wrong, but I just when I get so angry and so frustrated with him, I just can't help it. Like we got into a fight earlier this week, and I ended up throwing his cell phone. And I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'm just so angry in the moment, and I can't seem to, calm down. I don't know why.
Okay. I mean, I completely understand. It's really difficult when you're upset and you're frustrated. Um, to act in the moment, and that could be like a sense of tension release for you. And so I definitely understand. Um, do you mind if we do an exercise really quick?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I want to make a pros list and a cons list of when you decide to act aggressively. So, what do you want to start with, the pros or the cons?
Let's do pros.
Okay. Well, let's relate it to the event that happened last week.
Okay.
What are the pros of
throwing a cell phone?
Yep. Let's do that.
Honestly, I know that there aren't very many.
Okay.
I just know that in the moment it makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I know that in the moment I want to hurt him somehow.
Okay.
And I obviously don't want to hurt him physically, but I just wanted to show him how angry I was. So in the moment it felt good.
Right.
It doesn't take very long for me to realize that it's counterproductive.
Okay.
So
right.
If we want to jump to cons real quick, I had to replace a cell phone this week.
That is a con.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I don't want our relationship getting any worse. I'm here because I want it to get better.
Yeah.
I want to fix whatever's going on with me. So throwing things isn't going to help, and I know that. So it's one big con, really, just the way that I react.
Sure. Well, that's something we've been working on, and I think that you said earlier that you have definitely been realizing and recognizing some of your reactions a little better. So, yeah, good. So basically what you just said is that the pro is that it makes you feel better in the moment, but the con is that you're replacing a cell phone and that it's not helping and it's not healthy. So yeah, definitely it's something we can explore a little more. Okay. All right. So kind of on the same topic. You told me a little bit more, or a little bit in the past about your mom, right? And that she had kind of been aggressive towards your dad in the past, right?
Yeah, she has.
Okay.
What does that have to do with me?
There's always, how do I explain this?
I'm not my mom.
No, I'm not saying that you're your mom. But sometimes your social environment is definitely an influence on how you react and how you handle certain situations at certain times. So, I don't think that we necessarily need to kind of delve into that now because we have other things that we need to focus on. But maybe it's something that we can talk about in future sessions and make that kind of a long-term thing.
We'll see.
Okay, I understand. I hear what you're saying. I hear that you don't think that's part of the problem. But if it's something that needs to be addressed, we can definitely discuss it.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
All right.
Okay. So we've talked about some things we're going to do in the future, the far future and the near future, right? Some goals that we have. What are some goals that do you have anything that you and I want to work on together, or maybe a goal that you have for yourself?
For you and I think that writing down my emotions and kind of processing them with you, I think just having that objective observer,
right,
will help in kind of making sense of some things.
Okay.
So I think just a goal for us could be to work through some of the emotions that I go through in a given week. And then, I don't know, I think it's a good goal to have an incident-free week. I mean, I think I can. I think that I know it's something to be proud of, but I only had one incident last week, and I feel like it was much worse when we started here. So
Sure. No, I think you should be really proud of yourself that you feel like that your incidents have been reducing. And it's difficult. So definitely give yourself credit for that. Um, and I think that's a great goal for you to have for yourself to have an incident free week. So that's something that we can maybe even focus on for next week too. And I really like that you're saying that our relationship and our, like our professional um, discussions have been helping you out and
Oh, yeah.
processing. So
it definitely helped.
good.
Surely.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Do you have questions for me at this point?
I'm good. So
Okay.
I'm journaling.
Yes.
I'm having an open, honest conversation. Hopefully on a date night, and I'm gonna have an incident-free week.
Yes. You got a lot on your plate right now.
Yeah.
But it sounds good. I think that all of this together can go really well, and we can shoot for it this week. It can be kind of like a next couple week kind of thing, next couple of sessions, and we can work through it and get through it and see how things are going. You feeling okay about it?
Yes, I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm really glad that this went well, and I hope that the next week goes really well for you and Mike. Okay.
Me too.
All right. So you think next week, same time?
Yes, I'll see. I'll be here.
Okay, good. Well, I hope you guys have a good week.
Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.